Hello, everyone, and welcome to our series of live streams, which takes place every week right here on this channel. My name is Christina. I'm a copywriter at MGL and the host of today's live session. And to be honest, any of them. Anyway, today we have a special guest, Rina Levina, Corporate Services Manager at MGL. Today we have Rina has hands-on experience with company setup, licensing, multi-jurisdictional structures, and client advisory for the iGaming industry. We will talk about common mistakes operators make, what can go wrong with compliance, and how corporate services can protect and even scale your gambling business. Before we start, feel free to leave your questions, comments, or thoughts in the comment section of our Telegram channel. Let's keep it simple, real, and hopefully fun. Go, Rina, it's nice to have you here. Tell us a little about yourself.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Rina and I've been working in corporate services for a while now, helping clients set up companies, get licensed, and stay compliant. Actually, it's rewarding to take something that seems complicated and turn it into a smooth, clear experience for our clients.
Thank you. And let's start from the beginning. What kind of requests do clients usually make when they want to launch a gambling project? And what do they actually run into in reality?
Most clients come and saying, I want to launch a gambling site, I need a company, a license, a bank account, and actually they expect it to be quick and mostly technical. And in reality, it's like unclear licensing rules, banking restrictions, delays with documents. And I believe many also underestimate how important the structure is, where the company is set up, who owns it, how payments flow. These details can affect everything: KYC, content deals, provider approvals, and that's why we guide them from the start, so the setup actually works, not just on paper, but in real life too.
Okay, and what common mistakes do business owners when they're choosing a country or company structure for their projects?
I believe one common mistake is using a basic company structure that doesn't match the actual business model. For example, they set up a company in one place, but later realize or isn't accepted by payment providers. And we always suggest starting with the bigger picture of what the client is launching, where the users are, what kinds of payment they need, and then building a structure that actually supports project long term.
Thank you. Just quick pause. If you are just joining us, feel free to leave your questions in the chat on our Telegram channel. We are reading them actually. Okay, and speaking about long-term cooperation, how is MGL different from others, especially for clients who want something tailored, not templated?
What makes MGL different is that we don't offer one-size-fits-all solutions. At MGL, we start by learning what the clients actually needs, the target markets, budget, timeline, as I said earlier, and based on that, we build that makes sense both legally and commercially. We also work fast. In some jurisdiction, company setup takes just a few days, and licensing can be completed in less than a month, but always with proper document preparations. And we don't disappear after the license is issued. We continue to support clients with banking, renewal, and compliance. Yeah.
Thank you. And what if a client needs a multi-jurisdictional setup, say license in one country, company in another, and the payment system in the third, for example?
Yeah, absolutely. Multi-jurisdictional setups are quite common in the gambling industry, and we help clients to structure them properly all the time. For example, it's not unusual to have the license in one country, the operating company in another, and the payment agents in another. This can help balance regulatory needs, banking access, and tax efficiency. For example, a client might hold a big license through a Costa Rica entity while using a payment agent in Cyprus, or have a license in Anjouan, a Belize company for operations, and again a payment partner based in Europe. I believe the key is to make sure that the structure is legally sound, bankable, and matches the client's goals.
Thank you. And by the way, quick question for everyone watching us live or on reply. Are you planning to attend ICE Barcelona in 2026? We are definitely going to be there with the MGL team, and we would love to meet you in person. It's a grand chance. We think it's a grand chance to talk face to face, ask questions, and discuss your project live. Let us know in the comments if you're. Let's connect on site.
Yeah, actually, we're really excited about ICE 2026 in Barcelona because it's the biggest event in the industry and definitely one we've been looking forward to. Our founders, Ivan and Odi, will be there along with sales team, and it's a really great chance for us to connect with partners and clients in person.
Indeed, indeed. And you know, Rina, the word compliance scares a lot of people. I'm no exception. What are clients usually afraid of, and how do we at MGL make the process clear and safe?
Well, it really is scary. When clients hear the word compliance, many immediately think of something slow, complicated, maybe risky, and then worry about getting stuck in endless paperwork, being rejected by banks or regulators, or simply not knowing what's expected of them. Actually, a lot of founders just want to launch the project. They're not compliance experts, and they shouldn't have to be. And actually, in MGL, our job is to make this part feel clear, structured, and under control. We can explain what's needed in simple terms, help collect everything step by step, and act as a bridge between the client and the regulator or bank. And if something needs to be fixed, we don't just point it out, we help solve it.
So we don't need to be afraid of compliance.
No, not at all.
Are there any documents or steps that tend to slow everything down? And if so, is there a way to prepare for that?
Yes, it happens. I believe the most common delays usually come from the document side, especially about UBO verification. For example, if the address isn't consistent across the document, like utility bill or professional reference or bank reference letters, it often leads to extra questions from the banks or regulators. And another typical issue is when documents are not in English, and certified translation can take time and often slow down the process. Actually, we also see delays with content provider agreements, particularly in jurisdictions where company registration takes longer. And in these cases, we actively support the clients and houses to keep everything on track. And actually, the good news is that most of these can be planned. We always give our clients a checklist, a clear document checklist, and help them prepare everything earlier so the process runs quite smoothly as possible.
You mentioned that in some jurisdictions, company registrations takes longer. Can you say us which jurisdictions?
Yes, usually it's Costa Rica. I believe it's the longest time we wait for our jurisdictions, but for example, in Belize, we can have a company registered with 1 or 2 days.
And how about Costa Rica? How long does it take?
Right now, they have quite a huge amount of company registration 2 to 4 weeks.
Is it usual for them or just a phase they passed?
They're trying their best, but I could say that it's quite usual for Costa Rica.
Okay, so what if a client gets refused, for example, by a bank or a payment provider? Do we help fix it?
Sure, it's rare in our case because we know how to prepare the structure and documents properly from the start. And also we work with trusted partners who already understand the market and have opened accounts for many of our clients. But if something does go wrong, we don't leave just the clients alone. We review the case, fix what's needed, and guide them towards the next best option. And actually, we stay in one place.
Okay, and once the license is granted, what happens next? What kind of support does MGL offer after setup?
Mm, Getting license is just the first step. After that, we help with everything that keeps the business running smoothly. This can include company maintenance and annual renewals, also support with banking and payment providers, compliance updates, reminders, and we just available if something breaks, if the client gets a request from a partner or needs something else. We always here to help. And basically, we don't disappear after setup. We stay in touch, support the business as it grows.
And what usually makes clients stay with MGL for years? For then, at least for.
Um, I would say that the clients usually stay with MGL because they feel taken care of and because they just trust our expertise. We've been through all the typical challenges like complex structures, high-risk banking, tricky compliance. So when something come up, we don't just guess, we know how to handle it. And that mix of real support and industry knowledge is what helps clients with us, often for years and sometimes across multiple projects.
By the way, dear friends, if you just join us, please leave your questions, comments in the comment section on our Telegram channel, because we're moving to the last question. Rina, say please, what would you say to a business owner who wants to start in a gaming and thinks that a standard company just is good enough?
I'd say it depends what you mean by standards. If you just need a company on paper, sure, that's quite easy. But gambling is a regulated industry. And if the structure doesn't match the license, the payments, or maybe a target market, you'll have problems fast with banks, partners, or even regulators. And that's why we always suggest thinking 2 steps ahead. It's not just about making things more complicated. It's about setting things up properly from the start. So everything runs smoothly when it's time to go live or grow.
I just checked. I found our comment by MGL. We ask you to add that we also do business plan and policies, develop some policies for our clients.
Yeah, sure. Except company formation and getting a license, we do business plans, KYC policies, terms and conditions, and other things like filling the forms for you. So don't be afraid of compliance. It's just a scary word, I guess. We will handle it.
Is it enough for client to have only personal documents to fill this form? to fill this form?
Not for all of them, because for some forms we will need domains, content provider agreements to Anjuan, for example. But for personal forms or UBO forms, it would be great just to get documents, personal documents.
We get it. And dear friends, have you any questions? Rina, let's wait for some minutes
Yeah, sure.
for our participants to leave questions if they have. While we're waiting, Rina, what is the most challenging thing for you in corporate services?
The most challenging for me, I guess that every client has its own personality, and we need to fit all of them. We prepare forms, we prepare every document for Anjuan, and we always need the client to feel better with our support.
And we have one comment from Ivan. He asked you to tell about some clients you had the most difficult experience. No names, please. But be honest.
The most difficult experience, I believe every experience is quite difficult when the company has a complex structure. For example, when they have one or three UBO and one or three completely different directors and one or three completely different shareholders. And it became more complicated if they have corporate shareholders, like not a person, but a company. So we are handling a lot of documents here, and we need to be quite, I don't know, quite manageable. Don't forget.
Manageable to handle all this paperwork.
Don't forget any details and any names in the structure.
Actually, yes. There's a lot of details you can just lost. And we have one more question. Have you experienced any delays recently obtaining Anjuan license?
Actually, yes. Usually it takes from 4 to 6 weeks to obtain an Anjuan license, but right now they have quite a lot of clients, and we are waiting from 6 to 7 weeks. I believe it's just temporarily, and we will get back to our usual timelines.
Do you know what is the reason? Any suggestions?
Customers and a lot of clients that want to get an Anjuan license.
High popularity.
Yes.
Any questions? Rina, what is in your experience? What is the easiest, if we can say so, the easiest jurisdiction for setting up a company or maybe for licensing even?
For setting up the company, I believe for all jurisdictions it's easy to obtain and set up, but the most the fastest one is Belize, and it's my favorite one because we have a really, really nice partnership with company done in 1 or 2 days. And about licensing, I believe we can handle all of it, like Andra and Tabi Kanawake, because we know what documents they need, what forms should we complete, and what compliance should we get to have a license.
Thank you. Any questions? About corporate services, about licensing, about anything? Yeah, we getting one more question. Can you offer advice to operators looking at the black markets? Black markets.
Actually, I believe I cannot answer this question because we don't work with black markets.
David, do you need any advice for legal business? David is answering. It's okay. It's okay. We believe you. It's just an option. Yeah. And I guess that's all. Do you have any questions? I see it's very clear. Rina, thank you very much for this honest and practical conversation. We hope this help make corporate services feel a little less mysterious and a lot more manageable. And if you are planning to launch a gambling project or want to restructure what you already have, feel free to reach out to the MGL team, especially to Rina. We will be happy to guide you step by step. And before we go, we would like to hear from you. What was the most valuable thing you learned during this live stream? And we will read every one of them, we promised. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.